Okay, so it's been some time since I last recorded a video when we were talking about addition and subtraction of um, fractions, and um, been trying to create a website so that the assignment I give you at every end of the video can find the answers on the website because I saw that if we start with those answers, our videos becomes longer. So I figure that if I give everyone answers, then you can check if your answers are correct. Then if you have questions, then you ask your questions in the comment section. That will make our videos move forward more because we have a lot to cover when it comes to mathematics. So today we are going to talk about multiplication and division of fractions. So without wasting much time, let's move on. So let's start with multiplication of fractions. To multiply two fractions, you simply multiply the numerators together and get a new numerator, and then you multiply the denominators together and you get the new denominator. Okay, so what am I trying to say here? Um, Let me bring my pen on. Okay. So what am I trying to say here? Let's say we have a fraction which says a over b being multiplied by a fraction called c over d. What do we do? We say a multiplied by c and b multiplied by d. So this is how we do. So you can see that multiplication of fractions is as easy as this. So let's have a real life example. So let's say we have uh, 2 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 4. So what do? We multiply this together and we get 6, and we multiply this together and we get 12. But remember, uh, when we have a fraction like this, like 6 over 12, this fraction is not to its simplest form. So it's a good practice that every time you do multiplication or division or addition, or anytime you deal with fractions, if you see a fraction which is not to its simplest form, you take it back down to its simplest form. So here we divide by 6 and we get 1. Here we divide by 6 and we get 2, which gives us 1 over 2 to be our answer. So you can see that when you talk about multiplication of fractions, it's easy as that. Um, I think that's all when you talk about multiplication of fractions. So if you have questions, you can ask in the comment section. But for now, let's move on to the next one. And the next one is the next one is division of fractions. So the difference between division and multiplication. Let's find out. Is now when you come to division, it's a little bit different from what we did or what we talked about when we were talking about multiplication. It doesn't work the same as how we did on multiplication. So division, dividing one fraction by another is the same as multiplying the first fraction by the reciprocal of the second fraction. What am I trying to say? Um, I'm trying to say, let's take the same example we had before. We say we have A over B. What, now it's a division. Let's erase this. Okay, so it's divided by C over D. So when we talked about multiplication, we said we multiply this and this and this and this. But when it comes to division, what we do is what we do is we change this, put this up and put this down, and we change the sign to multiplication sign. So what am I saying? I'm saying A over B now is multiplied by D over C. And now same with multiplication, and now we have A multiplied by D over B multiplied by C. And you will know, we'll get the answer like that. So let's have an example on this. Let's say we have um, 1 and 3 over 4 divided by 1 and 1 over 6 this. So first, what we can do is we make these improper fractions. So we multiply 1 by 4, which is 4, 4 plus 3. Then we get 7 over 4 divided by 1 multiplied by 6, which is 6 multiplied plus 1, which is 7 over 6. Then here we do the same we did on our example. Change this, invert this, and we multiply. We change the sign to multiplication. So it's 7 over 4 multiplied by 6 over 7, which is equal. We multiply 7 by 6, we get 42. 42 over 28. 28. Yeah. 4 multiplied by 7 is 28. Okay, so now we have this fraction, but we can take this fraction and put it to its simplest form. So the easier way, we can use the way we did before. We have 42, let me do it here, and we have 28. But in the future, you don't have to do this because this takes time. You have to just try to use all the numbers you think going down until you reach the simplest form. But just for practice, let's try what we did. We say 2, we use 2 here, and here we get 21, and here we get 14. And then let's use 7. We use 7, here we get 3, here we get 2. So then we multiply this 2, we have 14. If we come here, we divide this by 14 and divide this by 14, we will get 3 over 2, which is equals to 1.5. So our answer here is 1.5. So that's the division of fractions. I think that's very easy. And remember, you swap uh, the number this which is dividing the number, this one. You don't swap with the first one. You swap with this one, which is the divisor. You swap that one. Otherwise, your answer will be wrong. Because when it comes to fraction, if you swap this, the answer will be different. So you have to be careful on that. You swap the divisor. Okay. So now let's see if we can get another example. So let's have another example. We have um, 2 and 2 over 3 of remember, of means multiplication of 1 and 1/2, and then we divide this by 4 and 5 and 4 over 5, 4 over 5. Okay, like this. And then first what we do is let's put them to the improper fraction. So we multiply this 6 and we get 8 over 3 here. 8 over 3 multiply, because we said of is multiplication. Then this one will multiply this 3 plus this 2 plus this 3, and we have 3 over 2, and then we have division. And then if we multiply this, we have 20 plus 4, we have 24 over 5. And then And then we change this to make our life easier. Let's deal with the division first. So we say 8 over 3 multiplied by 3 over 2 multiplied by, change this one, so it will be 5 over 24. So now we have multiplication. So what do? We multiply the numerators together and we get 120. And then we multiply the denominators together, then we get 144. Then let's put this to its simplest form. So just like we did before, let's put 120 here and 144 here. So let's start with 2. 2 into this, we get 60. 2 into this, we get 72. Then let's use 2 again. So 2 into this, we get 30. And 2 into this, we get 36. Then 2 again, 2 here, we get 15. And 2 here, we get 18. And then let's go with 3. 3 here, we get 5. 3 here, we get 6. And then we multiply this. We multiply this, uh, we get, uh, and if you noticed, okay, you noticed before, you can see that we already have our answer from here. This is our answer. And I don't know if you noticed all the time we're doing this, that at the time we finish doing this, we already have our answer here. And if we come and divide here, if we say by 2, by 2, by 2, so this is 6. 6 by 2, which is 12 by 2, 24. If we come and divide by 24, you will notice that we will get 5 over 6, which is our answer. And we just multiply this and divide here. But if we do that, the answers we are going to get are this. If you didn't get it, you can go back and look at the examples we did before. You see that our answers will be just like this. So this is all we can say about this multiplication and division of fractions. So for today, I think we can stop here, and then, like always, we have an assignment. You can try to do these ones and see if you can get the answers correct. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'll try to find, I'll try to put this on the website, but the website is not ready yet. So if you have any questions, you put your questions in the comment section. Then I'll try to answer all the questions. But for now, goodbye.